Okay, so we have another installment of me racing. This is at the Hakone circuit in Japan. This is online racing in the open class. And I'll be scrolling through here, loading Forza Motorsport, syncing the account, signing in to the Xbox network. Now, what I'm going to be doing um, in this particular instance is my initial selection of cars, which is called an exomotive. It's an exoskeleton vehicle that has a Corvette engine. Very nimble little vehicle, and it's typically an S class. And if you earn enough points and credits with your vehicles, you can buy upgrades and stuff. And one of the upgrades for this car is actually a smaller engine or an engine with less power that allows it to um, be put in the B class instead of the S class. And that is my initial selection. However, I ended up deciding against that because the overall top end, and here I am doing a very fast qualifying session in this car. These things are an absolute blast to drive. But as you can see here on the straightaway, you can only get up to about 120 miles an hour, and here's a long straightaway. You can only get up to about 125, which will not do. So, after I complete this lightning qualifying round, and I look at my standings, um, I decide to change cars. And I go back into my garage, um, and I look around at the different B class cars that I have. I was thinking about using that Subaru again, but I decided on a 55 Porsche Speedster, a 550 Spyder, done up with my reversed Richard Petty paint job. Because everything's red on the car is ordinarily Petty blue, and the blue stuff is ordinarily red. So it's kind of a reverse paint job. So I don't qualify in that car. I qualified with the Exomotive. And now I'm scrolling through the um, opponents for this particular event, um, most of which, unfortunately, I will not be able to catch. And that's as a result of um, a certain individual who is in a black Mercedes 190. It's a fella that's behind me. And I'm just going through, and that's me. And I stop there. I don't continue to scroll through um, the lineup. And the race is going to start here in a second. It takes quite a while for these files to load because they're huge. So here we are at the countdown. And we're off. And I'm a little bit faster than these guys. And that guy squeezes by me. And then right about here, there, that black Mercedes just slammed into me. And so now I'm actually dropped all the way back to 20th place. But I know that my lap times in this car are good, so I don't give up. I have to play a lot of catch-up, and I'm actually pushing it a little bit harder than I ordinarily would. Braking just a little bit later, and you can see it right there where I kind of oversteered on that. Didn't get that corner quite right. And this one, now I've got this car set with soft tires, which actually gives you more grip, but those tires wear out faster than the medium compound. So I can take the corners a little bit faster than I ordinarily would, but the softer tires are actually going to come into play later in the race. But for now, all I'm trying to do is catch up with the rest of the pack. And there they are. There's one guy, and I think, I'm not positive, but I think that's the guy that hit me, because that was a black Mercedes. And the way this game is set up, I don't know what the developers were thinking, but oftentimes when somebody else hits you, you're the one that ends up getting the penalty, and somebody hit you. But I'm gaining on these guys, this little group of people. There's one guy in what looks like to be a Carrera and a couple of Subarus. Those are the metallic blue ones. This guy in this whale-tailed Porsche, I fly past him in my little 55 Speedster. And these guys are having a good time banging into each other. And this guy even bangs into me. And there's that Mercedes again. That guy that hit me. And you can see on the left side of his car, there's those scar marks from where he slammed into the right side of my car. So I've managed to get myself up to 16th place so far, after passing those guys. And now I got my sight set on this guy. Not exactly sure what this guy is. Fast Yorkie Pud is this guy's name. Not exactly sure what he's driving. But as I get closer, it kind of looks like it might be a BMW M3, I think. I'll be able to tell here in a second. Yeah, those taillights look like a BMW. Now it says collision avoidable, and I don't know if I sideswiped that guy or not. I thought I cleared it, but perhaps not. So I got a little bit of a penalty for that. Now I got my sights set on these two guys here. One guy is, I believe, in a Honda Civic, and the other guy is in a Subaru, if I'm not mistaken. I only got a couple more laps till I get past people. Forza Edition Subaru STIs and a Honda Civic. So I'm clearly going to get past the Subaru, and now I have to work my way around this guy. And he's pretty fast on the straightaway. I almost get him here, but he's got a little quicker pickup than I do. So my only hope is to get him in the corner. But I run into a little bit of difficulty because my tire wear is about to come into play. Bang into me, and see, I've got moderate tire wear, which means I'm not going to be able to take this corner, and now he really slams into me, sending me off course and forcing me into the gravel. And he was penalized for it for 7,100. But see, here's where the moderate tire wear is coming into play. I'm not able to take these corners as hard as I ordinarily would. But I did manage to get myself up to 12th place. Back from, I was in 20th at one point in time. And I actually overall ended up gaining 2 spots from where I qualified, but I qualified in a different car. And so that's Hakone track in Japan in my 55 Speedster. These are the winners: Mark, Abigail, Reg, and Better. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But Subaru BRZ, Honda S2000. And that concludes this particular race. I will be doing more in the future. I'm heading back to the desktop now. And I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you at the next race.